What is going on, people? And happy Easter!
Happy Easter, everyone.
Happy Easter, and everyone who's joining us, watching us live on Easter. Thank you, thank you for including us in your Easter plans. What is going on? This week we are going to be doing the Ninja Turtle news. If you guys don't know, this is a Turtle Recall. We do a Ninja Turtle podcast every week where we look at the past Ninja Turtle episodes from the classic series, and we just go and talk about it. Anna is watching these for the very first time, and I'm watching them for the 100th time, except for this season because we're currently in the European season, and this week we're looking at the episode Shredder's New Sword. So Shredder's gonna get a new sword. It's gonna be fun.
Oh,
That's all I remember is that he gets a new sword. like I said.
I didn't know Shredder had sword.
Oh, you don't remember? He had it in the first season when he was fighting Splinter or something like that. I mean, every action figure of Shredder he comes with a sword. And in all the video games he also has a sword as well. But yeah, that's the full audio podcast. This right here, we're just going over the news, what happened with Ninja Turtle stuff this week. My name's Jason.
And I'm Anna.
And we're going to look at the news this week. Very light news, not too much, but let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing, this is just more of a reminder. Today, or I'm sorry, not today. Tomorrow is the last, or I'm sorry. No, it's not. But you can still have a chance to pre-order the Ninja Turtle van. You have 1 week after this week, or actually no, I'm sorry. No, I apologize. No. This week is the final week you can do it. So if you're listening to this right now, you have until Tuesday. If you're listening to the audio podcast, the pre-orders have unfortunately closed for the Turtle Van. Mm-hmm. So if it's $250. Last week we talked about the Turtle Van. So if you want to make sure you get the NECA Turtle Van, this is your chance to get it. So, and apologies for that kind of mix up right there. I was kind of mixing my dates.
Doing the math.
Yeah, doing the math, exactly. Yeah, I had this mental thing where I was like, oh, wait, what week are we in and everything. But yeah. But I do want to talk about this. This was announced a few weeks ago. We're both in Atlanta, and I'm a Power Ranger fan. You're not, not really. But you tolerate it. But in Atlanta, it's been going on for a couple of years now. It's the convention, Rangerstop and Pop. And it's mainly for a Power Ranger convention, but they do have other guests, other voice actors and everything. And why we're bringing this up, first, we're bringing this up because we will be attending this year. This is going to be one of our first cons that we return to, because we've been kind of avoiding cons for a while because of the virus situation.
Yes.
But yeah, this convention is going on between June 10th to June 12th of this year. But the big reason why we're attending is because a few of the guests that they have announced are Ninja Turtle guests, and which includes Judith Hogue, who was April O'Neil in the first movie, and Francois Cho, he was Shredder in the second movie, not the original movie, but the second movie. So in the second movie, you never really got to see his face, but he was the one who took over. He was the one who took over the Shredder actor, and just recently they announced that Brian Tochi, who did Leonardo in the first movie, the first movie, is going to be in that convention as well.
Oh, he was the person The actor inside the.
He was the voice.
Oh.
He was because okay, so for the turtles, there was a total of like 4 people. If you remember, we talked to the one of the puppeteers.
Yeah.
We talked to the puppeteer of Leonardo at Dragon Con one year. So basically, like, if you guys don't know how they did at least the first movie, we haven't had a chance to talk to anyone who were involved with the other 2 movies, the live action movies, I should say. There was basically 4 people. There you had the in-suit actor. The in-suit actor was like the one who was doing all the stunts. And then you had the puppeteer. The puppeteer would be doing like the faces and everything, just like doing all that. And they also did like scratch voice, like, you know, just basically doing like, just they're doing the talking. So the voice actor, who in this case was Brian Tochi, he would go and like take over and like just dub over those lines. So I mean, it's really interesting, like how all that works. So that's our base. That's our biggest reason why we're gonna attend this year.
That'll be exciting.
Oh yeah, yes. It's really exciting. We went to it. We went to the first one. We didn't go to their second one because of the virus situation, obviously. But this is exciting. Another guest that's also attending there is voice actor Eric Stewart. He is well known for doing Kaiba from Yu-Gi-Oh! And he's also Brock from Pokemon. But he was also Hamada Yoshi in the 2003 series. Yeah, not Splinter, because like, so in the 2003 series was more like the comics where Splinter and Hamada Yoshi were 2 different characters. Yeah, so he wasn't Splinter, but he was like, you know, so you know, you don't have to worry about him being creepy when we see him. All right. But yeah, and let us know if you're planning to go to Rangerstop and Pop, and if you are, you know, definitely like, you know, find us out, and like we'd love to, like, you know, chat with you guys, hang out with you guys, and everything. And if you guys have Knock On and you're in the Atlanta area, definitely check it out. It's a really nice convention, nice open space. We had a lot of fun. Even Anna, who's not a Power Ranger fan, had so much fun, and of course, like. My son, I don't think he was even 1 during that time, but he had so much fun.
Yeah.
He really enjoyed it. And of course, like all the guests, I think they enjoyed him more than they enjoyed us. So the big thing I do want to talk about this week is the Rise of the Ninja Turtles. The Rise of the Ninja Turtles movie that's been, you know, it still hasn't come out yet. It was supposed to come out last year. There's still not much stuff being known about it. Well, Andy Serrano, he posted this on his Instagram account not too long ago. So about 2 weeks ago, he says that the color mixing, like the colors were done for the movie. Like, so like they got all the colors and everything, all those vibrant like colors and everything, you know.
Yeah.
That got finished, and then even more recently he announced that the sound mixing for the movie is now done as well. And if you're watching this on YouTube, this picture is actually both of the creators of the Rise of series, which is Andy Serrano and Ant Ward. And you guys, if you guys are curious, Ant Ward is the bald one. Andy is the one with hair. So the sound mixing's done. The color is done. He even wrote on the post, "That's a wrap." I don't know if "that's a wrap" means that it's done, or if like there's still more things that needs to be done. But this movie's like really close to being done, and hopefully we'll have a release date. I'm crossing fingers we'll have a release date. If I had to guess, I would think that maybe this movie's coming out in August of this year, only because the last like Nickelodeon movie that was made for Netflix that was the Loud House movie that came out last August, and I can see this one kind of like, I can see Netflix be like, oh yeah, we can do it like a year apart or something like that. And I believe this is Netflix's last Nickelodeon movie as well, because obviously, like when Netflix made this deal with Nickelodeon and Paramount, there was no Paramount Plus at that time. I mean, there barely was a CBS All Access. So now I imagine all like made for streaming movies are going to go into Paramount Plus instead. And I mean, to be honest, I'm more curious about how long is this going to be on Netflix? Like I'm guessing like once like whatever like their deal is for Netflix to host it, like once that day is over, that's like when it's going to switch over to Paramount Plus. I mean, personally, I mean, this is like my minority opinion. I know because a lot more people have Netflix than Paramount. I'd rather this be on Paramount Plus. I mean, it's easier just to have all the content at one place. You know, I mean, and you know, hate to break it to you guys, like, you know, for people who are like anti streaming services, I mean, this streaming service has already been like well established. They're doing it. I mean, you know, I don't want this one to fail because of what their future plans with the Ninja Turtle franchise is.
Yeah.
So I would just rather like all of it just be on that. I mean, and I'll be honest, I'm kind of done with Netflix. Like, there's a few stuff.
I still like Netflix.
Well, you still like Netflix?
Yes.
I don't know. Like, to me, all the good stuff is like gone, and we're just like, I mean, there's a few, like, you know, that is a cake show. It's fun. Like I do like that show.
I actually watched it. Documentary and art stuff and
yeah. It does have the good documentary and art stuff. I mean, I just remember the last movie I watched on there. That was like their Netflix movie. Was that Ryan Reynolds movie with The Rock, with Gal Gadot, the person who played as Wonder Woman, and like.
But I agree that it's kind of like old-fashioned streaming. Right?
It does. It feels so old-fashioned right now. Like, I'm just because like these new streaming services. Like, I mean, I hate to say it, Disney like has like spoiled me, just because like Disney was like, oh hey, we have this. Hey, we have this. Hey, we have this. And you know what Disney has not said yet? They have not said, oh, we're losing this. I have not to like, you know, I think like Disney Plus lost maybe like 3 or 4 things, and it's like Lifetime that's been out now. Like so. I mean, I like personally, I like the Disney Plus one the best. I mean, even like HBO Max has been like very impressive, with their stuff, and just like Netflix just feels like it just feels like like, oh yeah, they were the ones who started it, but it just feels like they were just like kind of like the, oh hey, grandma, yeah, exactly. It's like, oh hey, we're still here, like, you know, oh hey, old people, like, you still want to watch some stuff, like that's what it feels like to me. But, you know, I know, I'm the minority. But yeah, that is all that we have for this week. Appreciate everyone who came in and watched us and, you know, and interrupted your whatever Easter plans to know about Ninja Turtle news. You know, not much happened this week. I guess the Turtles are, like, you know, also having some Easter holiday plans, and, like, you know, they did like whatever. Easter doesn't have midnight mass. I think there's like Easter sermon or something like that. I mean, I'm not religious. All right, but we will be back next week. You know, should be 8:30. Apologies for if we had to move it to 9. And you could blame Uber Eats for that. That was their fault. All right, till next time, guys. See ya.